Well guys, welcome. I'm sitting in my lunge right now because you guys actually hit the 10,000 like goal. I wasn't expecting to get more than 200 likes on that video, so I actually cannot believe it. But I'm out here about to teach you guys how I built that power pole. So guys, this is my other one. I'm not a giant fan about how I mounted this one. It works on a smaller boat, but for the bigger boat, this kind of mounting just isn't gonna work. So I came up with this design about 2 weeks ago. I welded together and I was experimenting with the other pole. It's just 2" by 8" 1/8" steel coupons, and this is a 2" transom. So I'm just gonna give this a little trim and then re-screw it down. I'm gonna take a rubber mallet to this and just push it over the transom, and then eventually I'll lag 2 small bolts into the transom so it can't move. And just like that, now it sits how I want it. The stuff you'll be needing for this project is 1 bag of 5/16 bolts, matching 5/16 lock seal nuts, 1 bag of 5/16 zinc flat washers. This is optional. I'm just going to put this on here for bracing, so if you want to purchase it, you can, but you definitely don't have to. This is a 12 by 18 16 gauge steel plate you'll be cutting your brackets out of. 1 is fine. This is what you'll cut your 2" by 8" coupons out. I used a 1" by 10-foot pole of EMT conduit. You can use galvanized steel piping, but it's a little more pricey and it's a little harder to work with since it's more solid. You need 1 titanium drill bit, 11/32 or 9mm, somewhere in that size. And with all that said and done, your total comes out to $56.97. So I'm just going to pre-paint all my stuff. I'm going to use black. You can use whatever color you wish. Alrighty guys, let that dry and we'll come back to it tomorrow. So whatever you decide to use, the conduit or the steel tubing, you're just going to cut it into 40" pieces. Unless you decide to make it longer, you can make it 50, 60, however long you want your poles. Cut them equally. Take your drill bit, if you have one, use a drill press so you can make straight holes. And then guys, on your poles, on 2 of them, you're gonna want holes on the top and the bottom. And 1 of them, you don't need a second hole on the bottom because it's gonna be an anchor pole. And then your brackets are very easy to make. You're just gonna measure 1.5 inches up, make a mark, and then 4 inches across, make your mark. And then it doesn't really matter on the angle. You can make it however you want, but then go from your 1 inch mark right here and just make an angle. And then from your angle point, you're just gonna go 1.5 over, and then down from that. And now that's your corner bracket. Now you're just gonna cut that out with a Sawzall, jigsaw, grinder, whatever works best for you. So guys, now I'm just gonna start putting it together. Pretty simple. So guys, I'm halfway done here on this side. Remember, these are optional if you want them or not. I'm just adding them this time for hopefully a little more stability. But this is that small piece of steel cut to 6 inches. So it's just your bolt, washer, your stabilizer piece of steel, then 1 bracket, and then same thing on the other side. Then you know, bracket, stabilizer, steel, washer, nut. So, and then I'll show you here once I'm all finished. This is what you're gonna end up with here once it's all attached in together. Then you're just gonna tighten these, not too much, just lightly, but so it still has some mobility. And then we're gonna go put this down on the bracket on the boat. So if you guys own and welder, you can take your spike pole and just give it a couple tack welds, because this bolt may not hold it. And just so you know, it doesn't slip out or anything, the welds will keep it from moving pretty good. So do what you did on the top, but on the bottom to that bracket. Easier to do if it's not on the boat, but this is how I'm doing it today. So once you have the bolts just lightly snug on the bottom and your rod's on, you're gonna make a hole right about here for your pin, and then right, you know, wherever you want, really, it doesn't really matter, for the rope to pull it back up. All right guys, if your pinhole's in and your rope is in and your pole is officially done, that's what she's gonna look like. With these being 40-inch poles, you should anchor up to 3.5 to 4 feet of water is where it should hit bottom. Just so you guys know, I haven't really figured out a good design for the tip yet. If you guys got any ideas, be sure to drop it in the comments, because I'm kind of curious. Other than that, yeah, it's pretty sweet. Simple, easy, cheap. There you go. Homemade manual talon. It works great. Slick, smooth, easy, cheap, all the above. Well guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and the 10K likes on the old short video. Now you guys know how to make it yourself, so don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.